Crash course on Canadian police. Canada has a unique and decentralized police system, with a mix of federal, provincial, and municipal policing agencies. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, is the national police force, responsible for providing policing services in all provinces and territories except for Ontario and Quebec. In Ontario and Quebec, the provincial police forces are the Ontario Provincial Police, OPP, and the Sûreté du Québec, respectively. In addition to these, there are numerous municipal police services across the country, such as the Toronto Police Service and the Vancouver Police Department. The Canadian policing system has its roots in the English system, with a focus on maintaining the peace and preventing crime, rather than punishing offenders. The earliest police forces in Canada were established in the 19th century to maintain law and order in the growing cities. However, it was not until the 1960s that police services began to modernize and professionalize, with the introduction of new training programs and the establishment of police colleges. One of the key achievements of the Canadian police system is its community policing approach. Canadian police services prioritize community engagement and work collaboratively with citizens to prevent crime and address local concerns. This approach has been credited with reducing crime rates and building trust between police and communities. However, the Canadian police system also faces significant challenges. One of the biggest challenges is addressing systemic racism and bias within police services. There have been numerous high-profile cases of police brutality and discrimination against Indigenous peoples, Black Canadians, and other marginalized communities. This has led to calls for reform and increased accountability within the policing system. In terms of structure and leadership, the RCMP is headed by a commissioner, while provincial and municipal police services are typically led by a chief of police. In recent years, there has been a push for greater diversity in police leadership, with more women and members of marginalized communities being appointed to leadership roles. There are also regional differences in the Canadian policing system. For example, the RCMP operates in many rural and remote communities, while municipal police services are typically found in urban areas. In some provinces, such as Quebec, the provincial police force also plays a significant role in providing policing services. Here are some specific categories of police services in Canada and their contact information. 1. Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP. The RCMP is the national police force in Canada and provides policing services in all provinces and territories except Ontario and Quebec. Contact information for the RCMP can be found on their website, https://www.rcmp-grc.gc.ca/n/contact-us. 2. Ontario Provincial Police, OPP. The OPP is the provincial police force in Ontario and provides policing services to all municipalities in the province. Contact information for the OPP can be found on their website, https://www.op.ca/contact/. 3. Sûreté du Québec, SQ. The SQ is the provincial police force in Quebec and provides policing services to all municipalities in the province. Contact information for the SQ can be found on their website, https://www.sq.gouv.qc.ca/n/pages/contactesnis.aspx. 4. Municipal Police Services. There are numerous municipal police services across Canada, such as the Toronto Police Service, Vancouver Police Department, and Calgary Police Service. Contact information for specific municipal police services can typically be found on their respective websites. 5. Canada Border Services Agency, CBSA. The CBSA is responsible for enforcing customs and immigration laws at Canadian border crossings. Contact information for the CBSA can be found on their website, https://www.cbsa-asfc.gc.ca/contact/menu-eng.html. 6. Canadian Security Intelligence Service, CSIS. The CSIS is Canada's primary intelligence agency, responsible for collecting and analyzing intelligence related to national security threats. Contact information for the CSIS can be found on their website, https://www.canada.ca/n/security-intelligence-service/corporate/contact-us.html. 7. Royal Canadian Mounted Police National Security Enforcement Teams, RNCMP-NSET. The RNCMP-NSET is a specialized unit of the RCMP that is responsible for investigating and preventing terrorism and other national security threats. Contact information for the RNCMP-NSET can be found on their website, https://www.rcmp-grc.ca/n/national-security-enforcement-teams. 8. Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre. The Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre is a government agency that provides information and resources to help Canadians protect themselves from fraud and scams. Contact information for the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre can be found on their website, https://www.antifraud-centre-centreantifraud.ca/index-eng.htm. These are just a few examples of the different types of police services in Canada and their contact information. It's important to note that in case of an emergency, individuals should call 911 for immediate assistance. One interesting example of Canadian policing is the use of mounted police officers. The RCMP is known for its iconic mounted officers, who patrol in red uniforms on horseback. These officers are often used for ceremonial duties, but also play a practical role in crowd control and search and rescue operations. Another interesting example is the use of police dogs. Many Canadian police services have K9 units, which use specially trained dogs to detect drugs, explosives, and other substances. These dogs are also used for search and rescue operations and tracking suspects. Overall, the Canadian police system is complex and varied, with a mix of federal, provincial, and municipal agencies. While there have been significant achievements in community policing and crime prevention, there are also significant challenges to be addressed, particularly in terms of addressing systemic bias and discrimination within the police services. However, the Canadian police system remains a key component of Canada's justice system, and plays an important role in maintaining law and order across the country. We hope this video has given you a taste of all the incredible experiences Canada has to offer. If you're ready to start planning your own adventure to Canada, please ensure to use our Booking.com referral link, https://www.booking.com/index.html?8=7989335 to book your flights, hotels, car rentals, local attractions, and more. It's an easy and kind way to support this channel and make sure you get the best possible deals on your trip. Thank you. Anhub Metaverse team at Vancouver, Canada, CA.